What's up, football fans? Today we're diving into the electrifying career of Reggie Bush, a college football phenom who was perhaps a bit too revolutionary for his era in the NFL. As we all know, Reggie Bush is a Heisman, a number 2 overall pick, someone who truly changed the game both in college and you could even make an argument for the NFL. But today we'll be really focused on why things didn't work out for this once then college legend. Reggie Bush's college days all started in the year 2003. Reggie Bush was quite simply one of the most dynamic players in the entire country. It wasn't just his efficiency that made him great. It was everything he could do with the ball in his hands and even without. As we said before, he revolutionized this running back position. Before Reggie Bush, we have never seen a route running, receiving running back quite like him. In his college career, he was a 2-time Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year, obviously the 2005 Heisman, and of course a 2-time All-American in just 3 seasons at USC. But what really jumps out the numbers is his junior year when he had 1,700 rushing yards, 16 touchdowns, averaging 9 yards a carry. Every single time he touched the ball, it was a first down. Alongside 500 receiving yards, he totaled over 2,200 yards, and this is why he earned that 2nd overall pick. But numbers can't capture the jaw-dropping athleticism and game-breaking ability Reggie Bush brought to the field. Bush's combination of speed, agility, and vision was unmatched. He could stop on a dime, change direction in a blink, and accelerate past defenders like they were standing still. His versatility was off the charts. Bush was a great run-between-the-tackles running back. He could even bounce outside for big gains. But what made him truly special was he was able to line up as a receiver and run crisp routes both in the slot and out of the backfield. The versatility didn't end as what he could do on offense, as he was a special teams demon, returning both kicks for kickoff and punt returns. He was a true triple threat who kept defenses guessing on every single play. Bush's incredible 2005 season earned him the Heisman Trophy and cemented his status as one of the greatest college players ever. But this is where things start to get weird. College football actually revokes Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy and does not give him the invite to the annual Heisman ceremony. What this means is his Heisman doesn't count, and it's just because he was getting paid to play at USC, something that he wasn't benefiting from. It was matter of fact the school giving money to his family. Let me know how you guys feel about him losing his Heisman years later because they investigated if he was getting money or not. Every school in the country does that. Thankfully, since there is the NIL, things did change a little bit. Now that college athletes can legally get paid, the NCAA did something not many people would expect and actually returned Reggie Bush's Heisman. I guess we got to give the NCAA a little bit of credit, even though they were making billions of dollars off of college athletes and not giving them a dime until just about 4 seasons ago. So why didn't Reggie Bush's stardom in college translate to the NFL? Well, simple answer is Bush was just quite ahead of his time. As we spoke before, in the year 2006, there wasn't such thing as a receiving back, someone that you didn't only hand the ball off and to get him the ball, but you also threw it to him. That didn't exist. The only guy that was really catching passes out of the backfield was LaDainian Tomlinson, and that was usually just designed screenplays because of his run with the ball in his hands ability. Other than that, it was just straight bruising running backs like Sean Alexander, those types of guys back in this day and age. Reggie Bush was the first ever dual threat running back we've ever seen. His skills were perfect for running routes from the backfield, lining up in the slot, taking jet sweeps and end arounds, and creating mismatches against linebackers. But too many teams struggled to maximize his talents, trying to force him into the traditional running back role, where you just ground and pound through the middle, an occasional stretch when you're lined up to do so against specific personnel. But other than that, teams didn't actually create schemes using his talents because it just didn't exist quite yet. But to be clear, Bush still had some excellent seasons, especially with the Saints, and even eclipsing 2 1,000 rushing yard seasons while playing for the Detroit Lions. But he just never quite reached the superstar level many expected coming out of college. You can thank Reggie Bush for Stars' success as Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara. Reggie Bush essentially walked so these guys could run. Nowadays, you do see these dual threat running backs. We, of course, had them. Le'Veon Bell is one of the more notable ones. And then, of course, Christian McCaffrey is probably the best. But to be quite honest, Christian McCaffrey is really just a less athletic version of Reggie Bush. If you take a look at the tape, you take a look at their athleticism, how they make cuts, how they run. Christian McCaffrey does everything just as good as Reggie Bush, but Reggie Bush was just 5 times more athletic. When you see that and you hear that, it just makes you think of how good could Reggie Bush been if he played today. Well, if you put him on a team like the 49ers where they versatilize their players and get them the ball in different ways other than just traditional handoffs, I could easily see Reggie Bush being the top 5 running back in the NFL, making all-pro teams left and right. If Bush had entered the league, like I said, in the year 2016 instead of 2006, there's a great chance we'd be talking about him as one of the greatest offensive weapons of all time. Everything is there. He could catch, juke, spin. He was strong, run routes, extremely fast. There's nothing that could have went wrong for him had he been used the correct way. So while Reggie Bush may have not met the sky-high NFL expectations set by his college career, his impact on the game is undeniable. He helped usher in a new era of versatile, do-it-all running backs that dominate the league today. What do you think? Was Bush ahead of his time? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into football's most intriguing players and storylines. And until next time, peace.